Hey, Anomalous. Welcome to the Anomalous Black Women Podcast, episode 47, brought to you by Biaisha Inc. and Dr. Johnson's Car Chronicles. Welcome, Dr. Johnson. We do not have Tasha here today. She is moving into her new house, but you have me and my sister. What's been going on, Tonya?
Oh, it's so much. I can't wait to get into it. It's just a lot that's happening around the world that affect our children and our children's children.
True. Ain't nothing been going on with me. I'm just chilling, trying to figure out what I want to do with myself. Multi-talented people have to figure out like what they want to do, what business they want to focus on. It's hard, especially when you have attention deficit. So
You do have a lot of skills. I always say that, which is always a plus for me because I know I can ask you to do it or to help me. When I say help, that means actually do, because I can't do it. So, but if you can have a market, corner the market where you can use all your talents, but I don't know how you're going to do that.
yeah.
If you're a graphic designer, I mean, you do web support, you making websites. I mean, I don't know. You also are a salesperson. You into fashion. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. I gotta narrow it down though, because I can't do it all. I need a team or something. But anyways, that's what's going on with me and school
And school. That's right.
and husband. Like,
Insurance.
yeah.
You got a lot going on.
Husband and sick and so.
That's a lot.
Last week or week before last was the butterfly walks for lupus and fibromyalgia. We had a good time out there, but of course we all pushed ourselves to the limit. So everybody was down for the count for the last 2 weeks. You can still walk virtually. We'll have the walk site up till the 1st of August, I think. And people can still donate and walk virtually. We're still trying to hit our $25,000 goal because we help lupus and fibromyalgia survivors pay for like medicine or anything like that they need.
Can you make sure I get that link so I can start sharing on some of the links I'm connected to as well? And I would like to also donate. I didn't know there was a link for that, but I'm definitely going to donate.
Yep, I surely will. I now put it in.
I'm virtual walk.
Yep, you can virtually walk, and everybody. The minimum is 35. I think it's 40 for virtual because they had to ship you a t-shirt. But
oh, I get a t-shirt. Oh yeah,
everybody get t-shirts. And then it's different tiers. And I think the max tier is you get a t-shirt, a medal, a cooling towel, a wristband, and something else.
How much that costs? Because I'm just gonna go ahead and sit in that. Because I want a medal.
I think it's $70 or $70.
Okay, I got $70.
If you go to the website, it'll tell you though. I don't know how much it is for it to be shipped since it's virtual, but yeah, get all the little extra goodies. And then if you raise a certain amount of money, you get a little extra stuff sent to you as well. So
actually, you can have a team, and then you raise the funds underneath your name as a person, and then I like the way that sounds. I think we're going to utilize that for the She Salutes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work.
That'd be the one that we use every year.
Yep.
Everyone, that'd be definitely something, because I know when we were talking about She Salutes as a health care initiative for African Amazon, that was one of the ones that came across my mind. That one, because of you, fibromyalgia, lupus, our family members
Mhm.
suffering from lupus. They're passed
Yeah.
on.
And we have a lot of sorors in the org that have lupus.
Hmm.
I think a few that have fibromyalgia as well. So, yep, that'll work. That will work.
So if you can figure out a way, the things that you have your hands in, to share it out to other folks to help you, maybe that would be helpful to you and the programs, because you need it. You can't do everything, because you also have the unstoppable. Can you tell me more about that?
So I have the Unstoppable Women's group. It's an extension of my coaching business, and it's just a group for women that have chronic illnesses or chronic pain illnesses or invisible illnesses, to just come in and uplift each other, because we need each other. Who else but us know what we go through every day? And it's just for us to come in there, and eventually I'm gonna be putting in like my courses and stuff that I have that I've created that I have never put out before, because I have a free course on my website that I'm gonna put in a group. It's just a course on, I think, meditation. I forget what the course is on that I made free. And then I have others that are like $10 a piece. I think they're like $9.95. And then it go up to like $27, but I don't have any courses over $27. And then, but the group is just a motivational group. So you don't have to pay to get in the group. You don't have to buy a course. Like, you don't have to do anything with me to get in the group. It's just a motivational group. Because I feel like I said, we need each other. Nobody else knows what we're going through but us. And I want everybody to come in there and just be able to talk. The only person that talks in there right now is Charlene, but that's my homie, so I love Charlene. She has lupus, and so she's the one that did the video for me for fibromyalgia on Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. She did a video. She got a t-shirt made with my name on the back. Like, she went hard for me for Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. So
when was this?
On May 12th.
May 12th. Mm-hmm. That's something that we need to put in our bonnet so we don't forget that ever again.
Yep, I never forget it.
I know, but something that we need to, because I think a lot of everybody got these other things that are ailing them, right? So they don't even know about these things that are affecting our women today, like fibromyalgia. I just found out about that. My hairstylist has fibromyalgia. My aunt had lupus. So, and Nene got some stuff going on. I think it might be fibromyalgia too, because that's not something that's readily heard.
Yeah.
So I'm getting more familiar with it.
Yeah. Lupus Awareness Day is May 10th, and Fibromyalgia Awareness Day is May 12th.
So for the next time, we can definitely put those in our bonnet for our She Salutes. We need to have those dates and those organizations where they can donate. Also create a team.
The thing about Facebook and the thing about posting is that we post the stuff, but it all depends on the algorithm if you're gonna see it or not. So
right.
I post the stuff, but it just depends on the algorithm if you're gonna see it. Who sees
it? I was gonna ask you about that, because how do we get our product or our program or whatever we're trying to do on there, and it rolls constantly? Like, I see these other commercials, I see these other programs.
They pay for it. That's
okay.
If you see something that says sponsor, it's a paid ad, and that's the reason why everybody gets to see it. They pay for it, and then they when you pay for an ad, then you say, I want 18 to 25 to see it. That live, you can narrow. Okay. Lives in Maryland, and then you can narrow it down, to a certain friends of my friends, and you can narrow it down, and you can put it in there in the Facebook ads, and then those people will see it.
Is it expensive?
It's all on your budget, and then
Okay.
it'll tell you like how many people will see it based on your budget.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's something to keep in my bonnet
yeah. But if you
for
say sponsored, that means the person paid for it, and that's the reason why you can see it.
you can see it. Okay. I thought, like you said, the algorithm and just kind of roll through, but that's not the case. Somebody's been paying. Well, Facebook got to make their money.
Mm-hmm. And they make the pay as a priority.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that. We need to think about that when the book rolls out,
Oh yeah, definitely.
because I'm gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
Because okay, so I wanted to know, how did you know that the niches that you have, that was definitely going to be your niche? Like, how did you know that? Because I ask you all the time to do something or show me something or whatever. You're like, okay, boop. And, you do it so easily. How did you know that was your niche? Now, I remember when you went to IT school in Newport News. And I remember you graduated because I was there.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think that it would triculate to all of this. You, the organization's website, they love it. Nobody's complained at all, and I wouldn't care if they did. Have a comma. You make things, and I said, we need a logo. You be like, boop, there you go. Like, how did you know that would be your thing? That this is something that and you gotta like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because your first thing, I knew that you had the online store.
Mm-hmm.
In your online store, I saw that you can make logos. Then I started seeing you could do the web page. That's like, okay, how did you know this? Because I suck at it.
Like, I like designing stuff.
Okay.
Now I'm not good at drawing. My children are. You already know that. My children are. They are artists, but I am not. I'm good at designing things, though. I can, manipulate art on a computer, not with my hand. And I'm a creative, so doing stuff like that, putting stuff together, I don't know, it's just the way my brain works. But other stuff don't come easy. But when you niche down, like it's by you just figure it out, like by mistakes.
Okay.
For real, like when I started my online store, I was buying everything. Mm-hmm. And trying to sell to everybody. And if you try to sell to everybody, you're selling to nobody.
Okay.
So you have to niche down, and you have to find who your target audience is. This is my target audience. This is who I'm selling to. If I reach somebody else, then yay. But this is who I'm talking to. This is the person who I'm selling. Like, you have to create who is my person that I'm selling to, and that's who I'm trying to reach. And then when you figure that out, that's who you're selling to. And then if you reach somebody else, or if somebody else likes it, then good job. But you just have to figure out who you're talking to, who it is that you want your product to go to. And that's
kind of like when they say know your audience.
That's exactly what it is. Your audience. That's exactly what it is. So you got to niche down, and then sometimes you niche, and you niche down some more, you niche down some more, you niche down some more. Like with my coaching business, at first I knew I wanted to be a coach, and then I knew that I wanted to be a chronic illness coach, and then I niched down to women because
you're a woman.
Exactly.
With a chronic illness.
Right.
Right.
And I guess I could coach a man with a chronic illness, but I can't exactly relate to him. But I can relate to a woman with a chronic illness. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to, it's by mistake and happenstance, and you just figure it out. Like, I gotta niche down some more. And it's kind of like what was it Dr. Candace or Dr. Maisha was talking about. They niche down and niche down and niche down from where they started.
Now, one of the ladies she was a physician, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And she just went all the way over.
Mm-hmm. I think Aisha was the MD, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she just niched down because she saw something that she got tunnel vision, and niching down is tunnel vision. You see something that you want, and you know who you want to talk to, and you know what it is that you want to do, and that's where you go. So,
okay, that's a good spiel to say in your coaching, because like you may get a person, other than a person that's chronically ill, right? But this person is kind of like all over the place. Mm-hmm. What they want to do and how they want to get there and blah blah blah, and just that piece you just said would be vital for them, because I don't know what I want to do, and I'm grown. I'm real grown.
I always say that though, like, I don't know who I want to be when I grow up. There's so many things going on, and if you notice, like, I used to have way more things going on than I got going on now, and like most of the things that I do, they go together.
That makes sense. That's less work or less stress of the work.
So they go together. And so really, like, all I have now is the online stores, which is residual income, and the IT part, or the creative part, which is the logos, design, digital marketing. All of that goes together. So it's just two factions of it at this point. And really, I just want to do the creative part, and maybe just like make clothing and stuff, like make custom stuff for people. But
I like that.
Yeah,
I like the stuff for the sorority.
I like doing that too, like making custom stuff for people.
Because you know that you made that. Mm-hmm. Just for that person. You had all that muscle control in the head of design and creativity, which is not me. You know that you see the person walk around with it, because I got stuff that I've gotten from you, right? And I wear it and I'm like, my sister made this. Mm-hmm. You know, they might tell me
I see you with it. I'm like,
so my sister made this. My sister made this. But yeah, and you need that. You need some support from your folk who know you, who can put the word out. If somebody needs something, they know to go to you. You the person that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now can I talk about Clarence Thomas just maybe more than briefly, because he has gotten on my last nerve. So I'm an old chick, right? And I don't remember if anybody remembers when Clarence Thomas was put on trial or for sexually harassing Anita.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Okay. And when they talked about certain things that he did to her and he said to her, and they dismissed it. Why? Because she a black woman? Because if she was white, baby,
mm-hmm.
he would not be sitting up in this role. Because they have a disregard for black women, and they got a disregard for women too.
Mm-hmm.
So Clarence Thomas has orchestrated a new obstacle for black students. Isn't that ironic? The Supreme Court's ruling ending race-conscious admissions shifts the burden of proving racism to the college essay. Those who knew Justice Clarence Thomas during his formative years at the College of Holy Cross and Yale Law School have long noted that the sharp ideological turn he took over the course of his life, from admiring Malcolm X and protesting racism alongside his black classmates, to deeply resenting the affirmative action policies that afforded him his success. Now, isn't it something? You took away the ability for children whatever color, whatever sex, not to get something or not to be considered to be on the list for something when you used it yourself. When you used it yourself. So when did you turn coat? When? And what are we going to do about it? Because I did not think that was going to happen. Every time I thought...
Repeal affirmative action?
Yes. I did not think that it was...
Let me tell you something. When they repealed Roe versus Wade, I knew that they were going to repeal affirmative action.
They said it was coming. And I didn't think it was going to happen.
They're going to repeal a lot more stuff.
I know.
So we might as well get ready. As long as they have majority Republicans sitting in those seats, they're going to take away a lot more stuff.
So what they had said was that if the one who passed while she was in as a judge, if she had retired, yes, if she had retired to allow President Obama to put his folk in there, then this wouldn't be an issue. But we got what we got at this point. So I'm thinking people that are voting, the people that we vote into these seats to do what we need them to do, will make things turn around. But the justices are in the seat till they die.
Yep.
Unless we kill somebody off.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making decisions that are affecting centuries and times after us.
Mm-hmm.
That will affect our great-great-great-grands. When you yourself benefited from it. And that governor in Florida, I didn't think he could possibly take out Black history out of the entire state. I said, that's not gonna happen. That's ridiculous. It happened.
Yeah, all right. What made you think that he wasn't gonna be able to do that when he already made the "Don't Say Gay" law?
I didn't even think that was real. You know how things trick my ear that I have to pay attention to. So that gay situation, definitely I will have to pay attention to, because we have family members who are gay. And Black history. Mm-hmm. How are you going to just erase Black history from... Why would they let him do that? Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. I'm so flabbergasted at this point. Because another thing, what we messed up at is that we did not go vote when Hillary ran against Orange Face. We didn't think that he was going to get in with his buffoonery.
Well, not we, them. Because I wouldn't have voted.
I voted too. Me and your niece drove all the way to Virginia 4 hours. Vote, got back in the car, came back 4 hours. I was not playing. This is ridiculous. And we're sitting back and we thinking things are not going to happen. They're happening. And then you just said, I remember them saying that Roe versus Wade, other things are going to come. I'm like, no, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me and to you probably, but this is insane. What can we do at this point?
In Texas, they just created a law that the 10 Commandments had to be put back in the schools, and the children have to have time to pray and read the Bible. Now, what part of that is constitutional?
Oh, Jesus.
What part?
What state is this?
Texas.
See, these is places I'm not moving to, because I'm getting ready to move, but that ain't it. In Florida ain't it either, because I'm Black all day.
And that's
every day.
On my TikTok. Now, people are always talking about they are not coming to Florida. They are
trying to ban protest.
They protest.
Boycott.
But ain't nobody boycotting Texas and protesting Texas. All the bullshit they know ain't fucking Texas.
Listen, I didn't even know that was going down. But did you hear this? Utah. I can't hear you, babe.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Utah wants to take the Bible out of out of the schools, out of everything. We just gonna boycott the Bible. We're gonna just get rid of the Bible. There's no Bible. No Bible. Really? Bible Belt, Utah? No Bible?
Bible in the school. That is, it's supposed to be a separation of church and state. To have the 10 Commandments in the school and
the
have
10 Commandments? Not, just the 10 Commandments?
The 10 Commandments, to have the 10 Commandments in the school and have time for the children to pray and read the Bible. Unconstitutional. Because
so they're gonna let our little Muslim babies get the rug out and they do their prayer rug thing.
That's what I was just about to say. Unless they are going to make time for all of the other religions to pray,
from Buddhas, all of them, right?
They read the Quran or whatever else they read. That shit is unconstitutional. You can't do that.
I can't. Oh my gosh. So once Orange Face got there. Orange Face let everybody flip over I'm a racist, I'm ignorant card, right? They said, ooh, now we can do X, Y, and Z. Now, a lot of the Republicans did not agree with him, do not want him to run again, do not. But they don't want to lose their seat. So they're going to go with whatever they think is floating their boat, whatever's going to keep them in their seats. So what's going to happen is we need to not let them get in their seats. Yeah. When that little person in Florida that had to wear lifts in his shoes said that his opponent that was African American were going to come in here and monkey up. Monkey up. That's what he said. See, I'm trying to beat up people, but I can't. But I need to beat you up with some other stuff. I need to beat you up with some moves, some conversations, some things need to be done. People need to vote. What do I need to do? I'm only one person, but I'm going to do as much as I can do. Your niece comes in frantic all the time, every day, talking about what's happening in the government. And Malika, she breaks that thing down from A to Z. And sometimes I just look at her and in my head, I'm like, that can't happen. That cannot happen. And you know what? It happened. Now, what is my folks in Florida going to do to get this fool out this seat? It don't matter because he's trying to be the president anyway.
He should not be sitting in the seat right now. We should have voted out the last gubernatorial election.
That part.
But here he is. Trump
every time.
It was go ahead.
Every time they think that it's not going to happen or somebody else got to do it or I don't need to, you need to. You need to show up. You need to show out.
Yep.
Your niece she printed out the last voting cycle. She printed out all the people that was running for something, right? And what they stood for and what they were doing. She did old school. She wanted me to print them out at work. She put them on people's cars. Old school, right? But she's like, this is ridiculous. Because, she's like, I have a daughter who look how she looks. And what is my daughter going to experience that I don't try to do to protect her? She told me that she is scared to take her to the grocery store because they're killing people at the grocery store. So she gets with a list of what her daughter wants, my grandbaby, your great niece, and go get it and bring it back. Now that's scary stuff. It's scary and it's sad.
She can't live like that.
She can't be afraid all the time. That's what I told her. You keep voting, you keep making noises, you keep, teaching your daughter how to be safe and how to pay attention to her surroundings, which is crazy, right? But they told us the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What to pay attention to, don't talk to strangers, don't get in cars. I did not see anybody to pick you up.
What is Mumu ain't the first black child. She ain't the first black child. We all had to go through the same thing, the same talk, walk the same walk. She needs to make sure that she is prepared. Look out for when she outside.
Yeah, because you can't
live your life for free.
Right.
tell you something. When I was little and I was getting ready to go to middle school, I was so scared because all you hear about is gangs, the color that you wear, and all that other kind of stuff. I was like, I can't wear blue, I can't wear red. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared because they tell you, like, Bloods rap wear this color, so you can't wear this. Crips wear this color, so you can't wear that. You know what I'm saying? Vice Lords wear black, so you can't wear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what color can I wear? I'm gonna wear pink. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Did you walk to school in middle school? Did y'all catch a bus?
No, we had to catch the bus.
Okay. Because we walked.
And so, like, you can't be scared because
you can't teach you to be scared. That's for sure.
Right. But once I got, you know what I'm saying? Once I got there, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And you gonna wear, you know what I'm saying? Because the people that's in the gang, they know who in the gang and who ain't in the gang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you wear your colors or whatever. But it's just like the fear of the unknown. And you can't live your life like that. What's gonna happen is gonna happen regardless. You could walk out your door right now and somebody shoot you, or you pass out and die. So you gotta live your life.
And live it to the fullest. Don't be here and do nothing.
Exactly. You gotta live. Don't exist. Furniture exists. You gotta live. And make sure you live, like you said, live it to the fullest.
And you got boys. I pray for my nephews all the time.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Like with Brendan, like I pray up for him all the time because he is not street savvy at all. Like,
not at all.
He is very naive about a lot of things. And I'm thankful that he is not a street. You know what I'm saying? But also that makes me worry about him because, you know, things can happen to him and he not be aware of what's going on around him. So it's just like, it's like catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't street savvy at all. Not one single solitary bit.
I know.
And so, you know what I'm saying? So like that's
like, I was hoping he'd go to college, you know, kind of fill things out, you know, find himself, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, kind of, I really to military. Can I give you a high five? Boop. Going right on to the Air Force. Boop. They got some graphic that work you can do over there in the Air Force or the Navy, because you know we the best too. We are. Don't hate. But I don't know. I think about him all the time too, especially where he's at now. I think about him because he's always our best interest.
Yeah.
He's always our best interest. If it's push come to shove, he's not going to be theirs.
Right.
I just think about, you know, I got a little grandson coming along and he's living in this daggone Baltimore City, which is horrific. They had a shootout the other day, babe. Last night. 4 people died. I
saw you mark yourself safe. I went and read it. I was like, ugh.
Yes, that part. Yeah.
20-some people got shot or something like that.
Injured. They said it was running, jumping over the fences. Your niece came here today to pick up Harmony, and she was all to pieces because they had video the mother going to identify the body. Girl, I said I don't want to talk about this no more. And I can't protect them. Even if I stay in Maryland, the reason I'm still here is because of the grandkids, right? I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But I can't, even from here, I can't save them.
Right.
It just makes me crazy. So I do want to leave, but Florida is not it.
Florida is it.
No, you need to get dumb me out of it and get all that dumb stuff out. That don't make no sense.
I agree.
That don't make any sense. And how did they let that happen, Father God? And you said
it was for Democrats that we got down here, they fight hard, but it's
fight hard,
it's
right?
Republican heavy. So it don't matter how hard.
I don't understand all the people. You know what kind of folks you got in Florida. Why y'all not Democrat? Why it's not our color? I don't understand. It makes me wonder.
Because we got a lot of Hispanics down south, and you know how Hispanics vote.
Dumb, and they don't even want y'all there.
Republican.
Dummy, they don't even want y'all there. They had a whole yard that they just threw y'all kids in without care, without food, without nothing. I was so.
Me and Lamar was talking this morning, and he was talking.
What brother-in-law was that?
No, we were talking about how black men are supporting how they're gonna vote, and he said that if Trump run, if he don't get the Republican nomination, he might run independent, and that black men are gonna vote for him because they are dumb and they go with his rhetoric, and they want to be white adjacent. They want to be white adjacent to white, the power that they want to feel. And I said, white women and black men are the downfall of the nation. White women and black men want to be adjacent to the power that they feel they
think
next to
white men have. Hey, you ain't lying, because soon as the slaves were able to not be a slave, where did they go? To white women, because they was off limits, can't touch them, can't talk to them, can't do nothing. As soon as they had a little something, they went over there. Some of them got killed in the interim. But like you said, I was thinking, you're right, sis. You're right. Brother, all right. Anything they think they're going to do to get some kind of power from this person, they're going to gravitate towards. If he was an alien, if that alien had that power, then them dummies going to vote with the alien, even though the alien can't even vote. That's true. I never thought. I'm sad again.
And it's not, and like me and Lamar was saying, it's not all black men.
Right.
But it's enough for it to be
cause a problem. But check this out. If he should not get the nomination, number one. And if he do go independent, he gonna stretch the numbers. The numbers gonna be pulled. This is gonna be a hot mess. I feel like we're going backwards for some reason. Like I need to wash my back. Like they about to put some slave collar on my neck or something. I feel like we're going backwards, and it's not a lie. We are. I went to that event yesterday for the veteran lady I've been telling you about, and I told you too that her family was trying to get the radio station or the TV station or somebody to come acknowledge her work, her value, her whatever. And I looked at the cousins, and I said, it's interesting, because if she was a man, they would have been here. If she was a man, because she's Italian, so they would have been here for him. They don't value our vote. They don't value our voice. They don't value our money. They don't value us quite at all. Not very much. And I'm just talking about the women. And then if I put a color to it,
right,
they value us even less. The brown, the yellow, the green, whatever. It just makes me sad, because all that work that all our folk did for us.
And there's something else that Lamar and I were talking about this morning.
What he said?
It's what I said. So, you know how, okay, so I don't put us in a category of people of color, because we are black people, black Americans. People of color is everybody else. So Asians, Hispanic, whoever else, they are people of color. We are black Americans.
We are black.
So
that's what I say. That's what I say on my paperwork. Black.
So Indians is included. So
right.
You know who Nikki Haley is, right? She used to be.
No, who is that?
South Carolina. She's a senator or a representative or something like that.
Okay. What's going
on? Her parents are Indian.
Okay.
They tried to come over to America, and it was this was the time of America being anti anything Asian, Indian, whatever. So they weren't allowed to come over here. But we had our civil rights era, and we got all this stuff accomplished, and they were able to come over here. So they came over here. Her daddy became a professor at a HBCU, I think, and they live in a predominantly black neighborhood and something else. So she directly benefited from the civil rights era because her family was able to come over here and they were able to achieve the American dream. Now, her name is something Indian, but she goes by Nikki. Completely devoid of whatever her Indian heritage is. She portrays herself as a white woman, and she is a Republican. She is running for president, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
What's her damn name?
Nikki Haley.
You looking it up now?
Mm-hmm.
White woman portraying to be black for the NAACP.
Her name is Namarata Nikki Haley, is an American politician and ambassador who served as the 116th governor of South Carolina from 2011 to 2017. Namarata, that's her name. Namarata Nikki Rondo Awa. She go by Nikki Haley. You would never know that was her name.
Right.
Never know that she was Indian. They said that she don't go outside in the sun because she try to keep her skin as light as possible, because if she's Indian and she go outside, she gonna turn brown.
Right.
But I said all that to say, all of these people of color that benefited from our hard work, our blood, sweat, tears, and lives, our people that died for all of this stuff that we have accomplished, and then they get over here and turn their backs on us. And then
she came up too.
And then we have people like Nikki Haley, Nikki Haley, Haley.
Okay. And
then we have people like Clarence Thomas, who benefited from affirmative action. And let's talk about affirmative action real fast before we end this. Affirmative action is not somebody that's unqualified to be in a school, get in a school just because they are black. Affirmative action is somebody who is qualified or overqualified, being found in somewhere where they would not have been found before, and somebody in Harvard going to pick them out and say, hey, I would never have seen you before had it not been for affirmative action. I want to interview you. I interviewed you. Let me affirm that you deserve to be at Harvard, and here is the action of me putting you at Harvard. That's what the fuck affirmative action is.
I did a paper in my undergrad, and I had that same juice that you just gave. I had to give it back to him because I had to do a debate. Affirmative action, not affirmative action. I said the reason we have affirmative action because the racism, separatism, elitism that they have in places that we can't get to because we are black. And now, since in order for you get these monies and these grants and these, you need to be able to show that you show diversity in your spiel of people, women included. And it is very interesting that you said that she is disingenuous about who she is, so she can get to where she's trying to get to. So just like I said, like you said earlier, these people are jumping on the bandwagon just so they can get a seat, because that's what they think the seats are gonna be. So our issue is we need to take away them goddamn seats. Yeah, I wish I could vote 17 times, because this is getting on my nerves. Because I was voting in Virginia the whole time I've been in Maryland. I just started voting in Maryland because I'm in Maryland. So now I'm mad about what's happening in Maryland. I need to be able to vote in Maryland.
Yeah. And I forget the news anchor name. I forget her name, but she was saying she went to Harvard, and she was saying that she got to Harvard by affirmative action because she lived in a small town, and the Harvard person came to her and affirmed, that she deserved to be at Harvard. And she said that her first 2 weeks in her freshman year, the white students were saying that she didn't deserve to be there because they knew that she had got there because of affirmative action and da-da-da-da. And she said the nerve of these people who the only reason why they're here is because they're a third.
Their mama, their daddy, their sister, they cut right.
Bought a building or something like that. And you got the nerve to say that I don't deserve to be here. And you the only reason why you here because of somebody's name.
And like you said, my sister, we have to have the credential. We gotta have them SATs and SATs and the other one, PSAT, whatever, all that, those grades. We got community service. We gotta have all that grades. Yep, them grades. Yes.
Your grades. Your picture still got to be. Your picture got to be damn near perfect. You got to have the grades. You got to have the scores. You got to have everything, and that's the only reason why they found you in the first place, because you got the scores, the grades, and then whatever else to check the boxes off.
So Auntie Nene was recruited by University of Alabama in the 80s, because we graduated in 87, right? They gave her a full ride. She get there, she hates it. She didn't like the way the instructors talked to them, her. She didn't like the setting of the classrooms. She didn't like the campus. She just did not jive with how they treated the black students. She said, because when you get there, they got the Indians there, they got the Africans there, they got the Chinese people, they got them all, right? Because they need a mixture of people to be able to get this money. And she left. Guess where she went? Tuskegee, baby. HBCU.
Oh, yes. Tuskegee.
What? And she went to UAB to get her master's in engineering. So she is not no dummy. It ain't like she didn't have the gusto. She just didn't like the feel. She said it was just bad. So if that sister, that the news anchor, she went through it. What about President Obama and Mrs. Obama?
Yeah.
What you think they went through? And they didn't get it because they was black. They got it because they were smart.
Right. She said,
and it was black.
She said her freshman year was hell.
Ugh. I wish Renee would have
toughed it out.
She did not. She said it was bad.
Yeah.
She said it was the way the instructor taught you, the way the...
See myself like, I can't even see it. I can see myself cussing somebody out, beating somebody up. Like, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you would got sued for fighting folks, and then they would told you it was your fault.
Yeah, they would have.
Not that right.
And like this the way you the example of why black people don't let her. You goddamn right, because I'm gonna beat your ass.
And they couldn't understand why. Wow, and then they just didn't. Nope. She said, "Yeah, I'm going to Tuskegee," because that's what she said she wanted to go anyway. Because she's gonna be in the band. You know how she do. She HBCU down, baby. Don't play with her. But and I can think about maybe when she said how the atmosphere of it was like you said, like they got people different folk, and it's not just black people that benefited from affirmative action. What is wrong with you? A lot of folk. Different folk.
And this the thing, white people benefited from affirmative action as well.
They said white women. They sure said it. You right.
You know how many white people was at Hampton University that
Baby,
affirmative action?
my plastic surgeon's wife went to HU, baby. So did Howard, the one up here in DC. That's where he met her at. White woman. I'm like, what is she doing up there? She could have went somewhere else, but she went right there, just like you said, affirmative action. Have a nice day. And she a nurse practitioner. I like her.
So it like that.
He black, but she white.
Yeah, I figured, but still, like it wasn't just benefiting us; it benefited the minority situation. It benefited the minority.
I was trying to read, but what is the wording? Is he trying to trick me on the wording? Because that stuff didn't sound right to me. Because it said that the college essay. What do you mean it can't be proven in a college essay?
Who
Are
said
you trying to play with me? When I pulled it up in the thing by the stupid Clarence Thomas, I was trying to pull up the white woman who pretended to be black and was in NAACP. Yeah, her mother and father didn't understand what her problem was. Her name was Rachel.
What is affirmative action in simple terms? Affirmative action refers to a policy aimed at increasing workplace and educational opportunities for people who are underrepresented in various areas of our society. So it is situational. It is for who is underrepresented in a certain area.
Right. And it can be white people too.
Exactly.
That part. I don't know, babe. We just gotta, you know how our mothers always and our fathers always told us, grandparents, everybody, we always had to work harder. We got to be harder, smarter, faster, cuter, everything. We got to be it over top of everybody else. So now we don't even have affirmative action to support our efforts at being over top of everybody else. Man.
HBCUs, I saw on Facebook somebody said HBCUs and you start building some more dorms so they can
we about to come over there, right?
So they can start enrolling these students.
You know what I said too, boo? Y'all didn't mind getting our brothers up in here when y'all was trying to make them championships. Guess what they finna go now? HBCUs. Have a nice day. Yes, I get it.
We could end on that note. All right, Anomalies. Thank you for listening to episode 47 of the Anomalous Black Women Podcast. You can catch us on all social media sites, Anomalous Black Women. You can catch us on YouTube, Anomalous Black Women. You can catch us on your favorite podcast site, Anomalous Black Women. This podcast episode was brought to you by Aisha Inc. and Dr. Johnson's Car Chronicles. Do you have anything else, Dr. Johnson?
Let's make our vote count. Let's put the right people in the seats.
Amen to that. All right. Talk to you later.